There has been a rumor on the internet for a long time that China's J-16 fighter cannot be exported because of some agreement signed with Russia, which leads to China being unable to sell it overseas. In fact, this matter is not as mysterious as rumored. The J-16 fighter is indeed developed based on the J-11, and the J-11 is a copy of Russia's Su-27 fighter. The Su-27 fighter was first introduced by China from Russia in the 1990s. At that time, after the disintegration of the Soviet Union, Russia was in economic difficulties. Therefore, China took the opportunity to buy several Su-27s from them and also introduce the production line into the country. According to the agreement at that time, Russia was responsible for providing parts and components, and China assembled them. The fighter produced was given China's own number and called the J-11. It can be said that, at that time, the J-11 was really a bit like an assembled product. However, China's military industry strength is getting stronger day by day. Soon, China got rid of its dependence on Russian parts and components and launched a fully domestically produced J-11. It has become a completely new aircraft and is no longer on the same level as the original Su-27. So the statement about agreement restrictions is actually only applicable to the early J-11 and definitely does not include the J-11B, let alone the J-16. That is to say, the fact that the J-16 cannot be exported has nothing to do with any Russian agreement. So what is the real reason? In fact, it is extremely simple. China doesn't even have enough for its own use. So how could it be willing to sell it to others? The J-16 is one of the important fighters of the Chinese Air Force. Although the J-20 is China's ace, the J-20 is mainly responsible for air control. Its task is to quietly penetrate the enemy's air defense system and shoot down enemy fighters to help China gain air superiority. However, in terms of ground attack and sea combat, the J-20 is not so proficient. This is where the J-16 comes to help. The J-16 is an all-round fighter that can conduct air combat as well as ground and sea attacks. It can also be modified into an electronic warfare aircraft. For example, the J-16D. This electronic warfare aircraft can not only carry a large number of electronic warfare equipment, but also interfere with the enemy's radar and communication systems, directly turning the enemy into blind and deaf. Therefore, the J-16 is an indispensable role in China's Air Force system. Since it is not even enough for its own use, how could it be willing to export it?